Good evening, and thanks for joining us. We're leading tonight with a major development out of the Middle East. After months of brutal conflict, the United States and Iran have taken their biggest step yet toward ending the war between them. Officials confirm that President Donald Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, and Iran's top negotiator and parliament speaker, Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, have electronically signed a memorandum of understanding. A framework agreement aimed at halting the fighting that began back in late February, when U.S. and Israeli forces launched major strikes on Iran. So what's actually in this deal? According to Iran's National Security Council, the agreement is meant to end hostilities on every front, including the fighting that spilled into Lebanon, and lift the U.S. naval blockade that's been squeezing Iranian ports for months. Interestingly, this breakthrough didn't come directly from Washington or Tehran. It was Pakistan's Prime Minister, Shehbaz Sharif, who first announced the framework, putting Islamabad in the spotlight as the unlikely broker behind the scenes. One of the biggest flashpoints of this war, the Strait of Hormuz, a vital corridor for global oil shipments, is also on the table. President Trump says it will be fully reopened by Friday. But analysts are urging caution, noting that mine clearing and infrastructure repairs could delay a true return to normal shipping traffic. Then there's the money question. Iranian state media report that Tehran is set to receive billions of dollars in previously frozen assets once a 60-day negotiation window kicks in, though the numbers floating around are inconsistent, ranging from $12 billion to as much as $25 billion. Vice President Vance has pushed back hard on this, insisting not a single dollar of sanctions relief or unfrozen funds has actually moved yet. And the issue that arguably started this entire war, Iran's nuclear program? Vance says international inspectors will be allowed back into the country under this agreement. But he's also been clear that the MOU itself is just a short general framework, by his own description, only about a page and a half, with the real substance to be negotiated in the weeks ahead. Iran's foreign minister, Abbas Araghchi, says those follow-up talks toward a final peace agreement will begin the very day after the formal signing. And that formal signing is now scheduled for this Friday at a resort in Switzerland. Notably, President Trump, currently attending the G7 summit in France, has hinted he may skip the ceremony itself. Not everyone is welcoming this news. Iran's exiled former crown prince, Reza Pahlavi, has slammed the agreement, pointing to the regime's recent execution of 2 protesters as evidence in his view that this is not a government the world should be doing business with. So tonight, the big question remains. Is this the beginning of the end for one of the most dangerous conflicts in recent memory, or just the calm before the next storm? We'll be following this story closely as Friday's signing approaches. Back to you in the studio.